We are back here in Manor Lords, and obviously today we're coming with a brand new strategy. The best strategy that we can possibly use to reclaim what is rightfully ours as the underdog in this match. So we're going to be focusing on a few things. Number one, grow our population as quickly as possible. Number two, build a manor so that we can start taxing the people of our settlement. And number three, build up a military force so mighty that everyone on this map runs in terror so that we can take back our little village that was claimed from us earlier in this series. Alright guys, my name is Rudy in the Mix. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate all of you being here and watching. And believe me, in the previous episodes in the comment section, you guys let me know that there's better ways to do what I'm trying to do. So, like I said, today we're going to keep it simple. I immediately want to start with some burgage plots. We have a lot of space available for families to move in. We also just want to make sure that food does not become a crisis. That's always my main concern, and that's why I play as slow as I do. I'm afraid of growing the population so quickly that we do not have enough food to get everyone fed, and then our villages start dying. But nevertheless, let me just see before I start building. These are still under construction, so there's a bunch of them still going up, about 7 of them. I'm gonna let them finish before I start adding any more burgage plots to our map here. What I want to do in the meantime is just have a look at the food situation. You'll see we've got a bunch of fields here, but we unfortunately do not have enough families to keep some of them on the farmhouse during the entire year. So I'm removing them and putting them back on as they are required. Also, we did plant this a bit late. Both of these, wheat and rye, are now winter crops from the new update. So you need to plant it before winter. We only managed to get these fields built in the beginning of the year, which means we won't be getting a very good harvest. You see their predicted harvest is about 11. But never mind, we'll take what we can for now. Then we also have a bunch of vegetable gardens going. And then on this side of the map, right here in between the trees, we've got a nice little fisherman's hut going. I believe this guy has a wonderful time at work. But isolated away from all the chaos and also hard to see. Well, I would enjoy the silence. So let's go ahead and take a look. We still have plenty of fish available for them to be able to fish. And we have 3 families on that, so fish is definitely coming in. Let's take a look. Well, eel. We don't have any fish. We've got 101 eel at the moment. And that is 7 months worth of food. We also have some carrots and some cabbage and some eggs. So, yeah, we're trying to diversify our food sources at the moment a bit. But nevertheless, we also have a salt deposit there that we'll take full advantage of. But for now, I'm going to let the game simulate for a bit so that we can get construction on these burgage plots finished. And then I'll catch up with you guys as soon as that is done. Okay guys, so construction on all of our burgage plots have been completed. Unfortunately, we've been hit by a drought, which means that these fields are now going to produce next to nothing. But once again, like I said earlier, we'll take what we can get. In the meantime, I want to take a look at our trade. Very important, we've got 3 families on the trading post at the moment, and we are exporting planks. We desire a surplus of 50. That is fine. I'm going to leave it as 50 for now. And then just looking at the logging camp, there is 3 families bringing in that timber as quickly as possible. And our saw pit is also going. And then we don't have anyone on the woodcutter's lodge now for a reason. You will see that we've got plenty of firewood. And then also what I want to make sure of is the charcoal kiln. There is a family there. So let's see if we can trade away some of that surplus fuel, because just look at that, 51 months. We don't need as much. So we're going into the trading section, and I believe we're going to need a major route for that. Major trade route. We do not have 40 coin at the moment. We only have 1. Unfortunately, you'll see in the top there, our regional wealth is quite low. But then again, once it starts coming in slowly but surely, we'll start trading away our excess fuel. as well as construct some additional workers for this clay that we are extracting here. Let's just take a look at how much we have. If I can remember, we've got 30 clay at the moment. So what I want to do is go into the construction tab, take a look at our industry, and we are going ahead with a clay furnace. I do believe that is all that we can do with clay at the moment. And I want to place this down. Not enough goods. What more do we need? Okay, we have no stone, unfortunately, so we drastically need to either find some or import some. And there we have on the very far side of the map. So what I'm going to do is just allow them to build a stone gatherer camp. We'll do that right there, and then also give them a road connection to our King's Road over there, and then they can start gathering that stone for us. We will need it for construction on a church as well, so that's going to be another priority of ours. Okay guys, so while we've been waiting for construction on our stone gatherer camp here, you'll see it's quite a long way from our village, unfortunately, but that's a necessity at this stage for us to go and collect that. We also have now added some coin to our regional wealth, so I'm going to go ahead now and also establish that major trade route. Let's see, royal tax increased, but with nothing on the screen. At least we've got some coin in our treasury over there, so it's not too bad. But I'm gonna go ahead and establish this major trade route for charcoal, and then we'll say export. How much do we need in surplus? I'm gonna say at the moment we'll do nothing at the moment, 0, because we do need the coin drastically. So at least we'll still have firewood once they have exported all the charcoal. So for now, let's go ahead and see once again that stone gatherer camp that has been constructed already, and we will add 2 families to this and then leave 1 unassigned for other construction work and let them gather that stone for us. And then as quickly as we possibly can, we'll start building a church and a clay furnace, so that we can export the clay as well. Well, okay, I do think we will have enough goods now to construct our clay furnace. I'm going to put it right across the road from the mining pit. That'll make logistics a bit easier. And then also, speaking about logistics, let's go and have a look at our stable. Stable space 2 out of 2 for that one, and then for this one 1 out of 2. So we can also go ahead and order ourselves another ox just to make the transport a bit easier. And then let's see. Alright, we need to be adding families to our farmhouse now. See that the harvest season has changed, and we didn't really harvest anything because I don't have families assigned to the farmhouse. That is a bit of an issue. I'll be removing families from the mining pit for now, and 1 from the logging camp, and then we'll get 3 families assigned right over there to the farmhouse. Hopefully they can harvest what is left there and then get ready for the sowing of the next season's crops. Okay guys, so I have just made a tactical decision. I don't know if all of you are going to agree with me, but seeing that there's almost nothing left on these fields, I'm burning them. And then we can hopefully get them replanted as quickly as possible. So let's just go ahead and see. Just want to see the fertilization. See, it's not really all that fertile anymore, this ground. I also do believe that the drought has something to do with that. I just want to pause time because I don't want them to start while I'm still busy figuring this out. Okay guys, so if you just go ahead and take a look at this with me, you'll see that the fertility has gone down on our fields quite a lot because the same crops were planted there last year. So if we want a crop next year, we are going to have to build additional fields, and I'm going to do it right here next to the timber industry where the fertility currently is highest. So let's go ahead and say build fields. And we'll see rye is the most important for me now. I'm going to build a field right here, a nice big rye field. And even if we don't get a big harvest or variety of crops, at least we'll have a decent sized rye field that we can work with. In fact, I think I will be extending this road up this way if I can. Looks like I built myself into a corner now, but never mind, it's not that important. I will just be building, I'll leave a space there and I'll build an additional rye field. Let's go to rye fertility. I'll build an additional rye field right here. I presume that'll work. All the way down there, and I'll leave a little gap for them to pass into the woods. And then I want to fallow these fields, all of them. Okay, so all of these fields are set to fallow, and what we'll do then, we'll assign rye to these fields. You'll see the wheat isn't too bad either, but rye is better. So we'll just stick with rye, and then we will allow them to start farming this section. Let's just check, make sure that we have livestock assigned. I'm going to assign 2 out of the 4 that we have to the farmhouse, so that we can get the plowing done as quickly as possible on this. Alright, so plowing underway on our 2 new fields. I am positive that we are going to have a good harvest from that next year, and you'll see here once again these are in the red, so we'll leave them. Hopefully they can recover a bit. We're leaving them open for a year. I believe that'll work. That's how the game is intended to be played. So let's go ahead and see what kind of harvest we can get from this. And then also want to keep an eye on these fish stocks. Still pretty good. So we'll leave those guys catching fish or eel for us. Let's see why. Harvesting, ploughing by hand, fishing, limit reached. Okay, that is not good. Let's just see. The max is 350. So what I think we need to just do, I thought I did this in the previous one. You see, we've got a limit or reserve of 180 set, but they're still not fishing. They're saying limit reached, which doesn't really make sense to me. If you guys know, leave me a comment down below. Maybe we can figure this out together. They are supposed to be fishing. Fishing limit reached. That's the only thing that's bothering me. I don't really understand why they would say that. So let's go ahead and remove the reserve completely. Hopefully that'll sort things out. And we'll just keep an eye on it so that they don't drain the whole pond. But they need to start catching something at least. Alright guys, so something else that I've learned. If you press and hold tab, you are able to see a bit more info on your houses. So you'll see this garden has been planted with carrots. That one is cabbages, and then beetroot. So there is 2 gardens which we haven't purchase seeds for just yet. We'll go ahead and do that now. See, we have 2 cabbages and we have 1 carrot over here and 1 beetroot. So what I'll do is I'll do carrots in the smaller one. They are a bit more expensive, and then the large one I'll do beetroots. They are the cheapest of all. So now at least this entire block, except for these which is chicken coops, but the entire block on this side, their vegetable gardens has all now been planted. And we'll also take a look at these. That one is carrots, but I think... Okay, once again, we are being claimed right here. This time, I'm not gonna miss it. So what we will do is we will go ahead and settle that on the battlefield. Just want to see where that'll happen. Okay, so the battlefield is going to be right there. And what we will do, enemy unit has been spotted. Just want to see. Okay, they are moving in our direction with a bunch of spearmen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 troops there, and they're moving in this direction. So what we will do now, at least we still have some money in our treasury right over there. So we'll go ahead and see if we can even form a militia. We do not have any weapons at this stage, because all of that was stored in our first settlement. Oh, and there's already a group of guys. We need to hurry up, and we'll order some mercenaries. All of them will be arriving on different regions. So let's go ahead and see where they are. Hopefully not on the other side. Look at how far they are spawning from. Right on that side of the map. Guys, we are definitely fighting a downhill battle in this one. Never mind, we'll see what we can do. There are also a bunch of archers, mainly archers, moving in from this direction. And we'll have to get all of these units here as quickly as possible. Just move them to this side. Can't believe they are so far away, spawning on the other side of the map. And that is the only thing that I have, is the resources in my treasury. You guys too, you need to get a move on, please, come. Man, this is gonna take a long time for them to get here, but I really don't have anything else. I was hoping that I would have a bit more time. Luckily they are just moving through my village. Doesn't seem like they are attacking and burning down the houses. Let's go ahead and see. Maybe we are lucky. No more mercenary companies available. Yeah, guys. So we'll just see what happens. What I actually need to do is allow these guys just to regroup with each other. Hopefully they don't start attacking my village. So let's say you lot move here, and then we'll just wait for these guys to catch up with them before we move into our region. And we are losing currently because we have no units on the battlefield or the battle area. And also my mercenaries are unarmed. I don't have any arms to give them. I'm gonna fast forward them this game a bit, guys, and then I'll let you know as soon as something interesting is happening. Alright guys, so these are our mercenaries that we hired in, and they are just moving through the enemy territory now. Let me exit the cinematic view. So we're just passing through their town on the way to our region here on the battlefield. It's a shame they spawned all the way on the other side of the map. And hopefully you'll see that there is 73 days remaining in this battle right at the top there. And it is now the 18th of November. So hopefully when the new year comes around, or the new month, sorry about that, we will be able to hire another mercenary company just to help us out on the battlefield a bit, because we do not have the numbers to take on these guys, I believe, and win. We only have one group of 18 guys that'll be able to do hand-to-hand combat. The rest of them will all be ranged soldiers, and I don't think that's gonna work. Let's take a look at their army right here. You can see them on this side of the trees. We are outnumbered a bit. Looks like a strong fighting force. But we'll see if we can do something with the range that we do have. Most of them are speared militia, so maybe if we can manage to attack them from a distance and fight a bit more cowardly, we might be able to accomplish something. Alright guys, so our units starting to get into position here, and I already see the enemy moving in our direction as well. Let's go ahead and see Why are you guys waiting over here? That will not do. So I want them to line up right here. And these guys are moving into the trees right there. I wonder if I shouldn't attack them with these hand-to-hand guys. They are quite a big bunch of units as well, a bunch of men. Okay, so while they are kind of isolating themselves, we'll be sure to try and get an attack on them as quickly as possible. Remove one of them. Run, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So obviously I want all of you to attack these guys. And then they are outmaneuvering us a bit now. Moving deeper and deeper into the forest. Of course also on the calendar. Once it's December we can probably get some more mercenaries in to help us. Okay, great. So that group is broken. Let's see if we can win this at range. I hope so. Okay, so it does seem like they are taking fire, all of their troops, one by one. But they like playing dirty right here in the forest. It is also now December, so let's immediately have a look. Perfect. Okay. So we'll get in all of these guys. And we just need to keep an eye on our money. But let's see where they are arriving from. Okay, so we've got another group of guys available here, quite close by. You guys need to run. Okay, so what I want to do here is to draw them out into the open a bit. So we'll place a group of crossbowmen on this side of the road. Yeah, so we'll place the other group of crossbowmen on this side of the road. And the brigands can be in this corner. And these archers can line up over here, because I think they will be pushing me from that forested area there. Battle lost. And guys, that means I have lost yet another region. I don't really understand how that is even possible. How can I lose the battle if the time isn't even over? I'm still waiting for some of my troops to arrive, and I just lost the battle for some reason. Maybe it was because I wasn't in the battle area where they showed it to be. I don't know. But you guys are more than welcome to help me if I missed something. Okay guys, well, not the end that we were hoping for, but at least we tried our best. I want to thank you so much for supporting my small channel. I think this is going to be the best place to end the series. We're already on the back foot. And then we can start with a brand new build, more on a level footing. I do appreciate each and every one of you supporting me on this journey. We've almost reached 100 subscribers. If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing, leaving the video a like. And who knows, maybe I can improve if you guys continue to support me. I appreciate it so much, guys. Keep well. Cheers.